Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the eSeniors GT3 presentation of the IMOLA Porsche Cup. My name is Mike Molesky. We are sim racers. Sim racing is a sport, so that makes us athletes. We are 50-year-old sim racers, and this week we are at Porsche Cup, and you are going to see an exciting race today with 10 drivers. And by the way, this race is going to be in the rain. Yes, in the rain. Hard, heavy rain. So that makes this race today very exciting, I assume. And we'll see who can stay on the track, because rain and Porsche Cup cars probably don't go together. And it's a very heavy rain today. So let's just get straight into the standings. Let me just get a good picture of it. The standings have changed since last week. Mr. Derek Bird, who was in second place, is now in first place, thanks to his 2 first place finishes and probably one fastest lap. So that gives him 111 points. So that drops Jonathan Wood down into second place with 100 points, courtesy of his first and third place finishes. One race is canceled out for the season. Your worst start. Jumping into third place this week, taking out John Saunders, was in third place, is Sylvain Dessart from Belgium, with courtesy of his fourth and second place finishes last week. So first, second, and third were first, second, and third last week. In fourth place is Thomas Rainier. He jumps into fourth place, and John Saunders falls to fifth place because of his bad finish in the first race is now counting. Last week he didn't have a good one either. I think he had some bad luck. So anyway, that's our top 5 this week. So still lots of racing to go yet. We are in race 3 of 10. So that is our standings. So yes, Imola in Italy, also known as, let me tell you how it sounds in Italian. It is officially called Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. This is the Ferrari International Circuit. No longer has Formula 1 races. It had Formula 1 races. Now it's sanctioned as a Formula 1 test track only. And I don't know if you guys saw the standings. There's the standings here. Hold on, I'll take a look there. You can get the standings. I was talking about it, but I didn't transition it on the screen. That's the standings, so you can watch that. Something else that I found interesting that I keep doing is looking at the records for this track. So the Porsche Carrera Cup record is 144.2. I don't know if we're going to see that one today. And the GT3 for tomorrow's race, the record is 140.3. Of course, in the rain, we're not going to get those kind of times, but those are the track records. Let me just get back out of that now. So let's get out of the standings so you can look at my face again, and we're going to get ready here to start. I'm going to go in the background here, and we're going to get ready to start the stream for qualifications. We haven't really restarted yet. So yeah, rain. I've been practicing in rain, obviously, for GT3. Very interesting. Wet tires all around. Not going to be any variation in this rain. It's going to be heavy rain for the whole duration of the race. As you know, this season we've had a couple of rain races thrown in here. And there we go. I think I have got this start going here. So I'm going to sneak over and make sure I get everything going properly for the stream as they are starting. Looks pretty good. I have to restart anything. I'll just transition that over for you. There you go. So there are our 10 racers today. Who got out first? 701, who's the normal guy? Mr. Derek Bird got out first. Let's just follow him for a bit. So there you are. Here's our 10 racers. Thomas Rainier from Canada. Christer Hjort, from the U.S. for now. He is retiring soon and going to possibly move back. John Saunders. Not quite sure where John is from. Sylvain Dessart. John is from the UK. Sylvain Dessart is from Belgium. Laszlo Nemeth from the Netherlands. Derek Bird from England. Mappe Kansun from Sweden. Jeremy Arobas just coming out of the pits from Canada, Montreal, Canada. Brian Murray, it shows UK. And Andrew Ambro from Italy. Now, we found out this week that the software that we're using, should we get Derek Bird up here, he's the first guy out. The software we're using, Christer I, does not recognize, it shows everybody as UK, whereas some of these guys are from Scotland and Ireland, etc., or Northern Ireland, and that would not show their flags. Even England doesn't show as a flag, so it's all UK. Even though their country names are properly put into ACC, ACC uses the right flags, but ACC TV does not. We're actually going to talk to the software designers and see if they can correct that, because I know one of the guys, I'm not sure if it's Brian Murray, would love to fly under the Scottish flag. I'm not sure if it's Brian or someone else, but anyway. And that's so. Here we go. So this is the lead. That's not out there. This is Brian's, or Derek, I should say. This is Derek's first lap. This is his first hot lap, if you can call it a hot lap, in this rain. Let's just go into, where will we go? Will we go into the cockpit? Sure, why not? Let's go into the cockpit and watch in. Let me make sure all our volumes are good. Ooh, that's a little loud. If anybody is on the stream listening, please tell me how the volumes are. Let's see here, turn number 8, not named. There we go, Beratella. I don't have the names memorized. Beratella, big, long, sweeping left-hander, coming up to Acqua Minerale. And this is the one you got to slow down quite a bit. There we go. And now the long straight here, medium straight, and coming up to the chicane. Slam on the brakes right around the 75 mark. Careful of those curves, very wet paint, very careful there. That was Varianta Alta. Here we go. I found that lift, just coming over this crest, you lose a little bit of traction. And then hard on the brakes for this left-hand turn in Rivazza. Double apex. Coming out, here comes our lap setting time. It's quite a way, start-finish line's quite a ways down the straight. Let's just watch that. And here he comes with his rooster tail down the straight, setting the lap time to watch. 1:56.29. Okay, so who's next? 7:27, that's Mappe. Coming up. Coming through, where is he? Oh, looks like, no, there's a few other people coming up. Sylvain Dessart is in first place with 1:55.9. Not much more. I guess I missed who that was. 10, John Saunders is coming up to the start-finish line. He came in third, 1:56. Let's just, I got the wrong thing here. I'm going to look for the, don't want personal. I want position delta. Nope, not position delta. Changing the leading tower, the tower there. Session best relative. That's what we want to see. That's the relative time between the top guys. Is in the first column. The second column is their actual time. We'll leave those actual times up there for a while. So, who's coming up next here? I'm sure there's going to be guys. There's the first blue, yellow flag. I'm going to have to watch yellow flags on the screen quite carefully here, because I'm sure we'll have a few. There's Ambro put up his first time, 1:59. And Mr. Brian Murray now has the lead with 1:55. He's a 100th of a second ahead of Sylvain. Oh, Dessard. Pretty cool. And is that what we want to see here? I might have another one here I can show. Current. Personal best delta. Is that the one I want to see? Okay, that's what I want to see. There we go. So now we're seeing who is getting better times than their first laps. There's still 3 to go who have not put a lap time up, and Laszlo is in the pits right now. So, Sylvain just took the first place again. He 0.3 over Brian Murray. Ambrose off. Who else hasn't set a time here? Krister has been practicing all morning. I was chatting with him earlier. Let's just go on with John Saunders as red, I think, because he is not put up. He just lost his lap. So this is Brian Murray we're watching. Let's just go to TV cam. This is Brian Murray we're watching. He's just starting his lap. Thomas Rainier has got a little bit better lap going. Somebody watching. I wonder who is watching on the stream. Just say hello in YouTube or the comment. Tell me how my volumes are. I'm making sure once again that I'm talking properly. Everything's going out there. Yes, it is. So about 10 minutes before the pre-race meeting, there was only 3 or 4 guys. They were kind of worried everybody's going to pass on this one, but did not. Their Saunders put in the time. Oh no, he's just starting his lap. So Murray is halfway through his lap. Where is Saunders? Saunders is just ahead of him, so maybe we'll follow Saunders along here. Saunders is got pole position pace right now. Let's see if he can hang on. 0.3, as you can see, up on his lap. Best lap. Coming through the chicane. Yes, he is still hanging in there with 0.3 improvement. That'll get him pole position. Not sure what Sylvain is up to. For some reason it's showing white there. I'm not sure what white means. There he comes around the last corner. He's still maintaining his point. Oh, he lost it on that exit. Wow. Lost it on that exit. He still had it there and just lost it. Wheel slip. I didn't see him have a wheel slip. So that's unfortunate. All right. So let's see here. Saunders. Pole. How did he get pole? Okay, well, let's just see Sylvain. Sylvain's not showing a gap. This may not be a valid lap. Brian Murray is showing an improvement on his time. Let's just watch him for a bit. Nobody joining me on the stream, unfortunately. How much time we got left? Only 5 minutes left Oh, Mr. Murray is definitely improving. He lost a little bit there again. Lost a little bit there. Saunders is off. I see a little flash of yellow. Who's got a nice time going there? Rainier's got a nice time going. Don't know if that's going to get him anything. Where is he? Just starting his lap. So that really doesn't count. Nobody really making headway. So yes, wet tires today all around. Everybody's wearing wet tires. Requires totally different driving skill, obviously, on this. Oh, looks like Jeremy's got a good time going. He's at 0.6. That should not necessarily get him into 4th place, but a lot of improvement there. Sylvain and Brian Murray are there's Sylvain's got a good time going. Or Mr. Sylvain, I should say. No, it's not Mr. Sylvain. Sylvain Dessard. He confuses me when he puts his And Murray, there was a change there. What was the change? Ryan Murray, no change. That was somebody moved into third place. Anyway, here's Jeremy. I said I'd stay with him. Oh, he just the little squiggle there, lost 1/10 of a second. Let's just follow Jeremy all the way through. That was Derek. Oh, Derek Bird jumped into fourth place. That's what I saw pop up there. So this will not get Jeremy into fourth. There's quite a gap there between fourth and the rest of the field. And there's a couple of guys still have not got a full lap in. Come on, guys. Gotta get at least one in. Here comes Jeremy. Lost it all in the last corner. That seems to be a little... Oh, no, he just started his new lap. All right, so what do we got going here? Saunders. Excuse me. Saunders is... he had a good time going. Ryan Murray is in the pit. Sylvain has got a valid lap going, but not improving. Had some trouble. Everybody's having trouble late in the game here. Yes, so wet tires. Other factors are what engine map you want to use. There's a wet engine map that I know that the ACC game puts up as a in the wet mode. It's got an engine map of 3 on my Ferrari, so it changes the engine map. That reduces the power. What else can you do? Yeah, wet tires. The tire pressures are quite important. I personally have a set of pedals, Husing belt pedals, that I can change the throttle map. There's a wet throttle map that they suggest. It's kind of like a convex curve. So you can be a little easier on the or you can tromp the throttle and it won't spin you. Oh, it looks like Derek Bird has got some something going here. He is down 9/10. He's down 0.6 from third place for the podium. He needs at least 0.5-ish, if my math is correct. He's got some of it there. You can see 0.3. Lots of people in the pits right now just taking a breather before the race starts, I'm sure. And Derek's got he lost his advantage there. It's just so who else is out here that maybe we haven't seen? Is anybody out on track that we haven't seen? Laszlo's still out there. Does not have a time yet. So he's on a valid lap, but he's way back still. Oh well. He will probably get another lap in, I think. So he's probably going to stay out there, I would think. Derek Bird is still out there. John Saunders is still out there. Soleil Dessart is still out there. Nobody's having great laps, but I'll just leave it with Laszlo here for a bit so we can get some air time. Let's take a look at some of these views we can look at. Here's the rear wing. Here's the rooster tail that comes out of that very, very hard to follow closely. Looks like Sylvain Dessart. Let's just jump to Sylvain here. Sylvain's got a great time going. He's up 0.4. That'll get him pole. Here we go again, just like last week. Last lap might be our pole. He's just starting his lap. Zantosa. Comes around 0.6, up 0.6. He was in the pit, so I have a feeling Sylvain threw on another setup, and it's going for it here, and it's certainly working for him. He's got a huge lead here. All he has to do is keep it on track here, not get too excited. He knows he's up a half a second. You can see that in his cockpit, I'm sure. Looks like Laszlo went off. He still didn't get a lap in. Ooh, a little bit of a tentative on that apex on Aqua Minerale. But he's maintaining that pace. Oh, this is definitely pole position if he can hang on to it. Ask him what his strategy. Hit the curb there, hit the curb again, unsettled him. He's going to lose a little bit there. He lost 0.1 only, 0.4. Now it's going to be close. He's going to have to. He knows that. He knows that. He's going to have. Well, I guess he can't tell how far behind he is. He just knows he's in good. Oh, he lost it. He had a great lap going, just could not hold it. He might get second place, but I don't think so. No, he lost it on that last corner. So there we go. That is our podium for the start of this race. Brian Murray takes the pole away from the front runners. That is going to be very important today. There's Brian. I'll show you his. There's his livery. So this is our pole sitter away from the top three guys. So with the rooster tail behind it, very difficult to see. Next is John Saunders, and we're having trouble with John's livery. Early in the week he couldn't be shown his livery. I just updated and synced, and it did not get it, so that's not my issue. And third, Sylvain Dessard. Derek Bird's not that far behind. Who else is in the top three in standings? Thomas Rainier. I thought where is he? He is in fourth place in the standings and fifth place on the podium today. And John Saunders is in fifth place, but he's second on the podium. So that is our podium, guys. Let's just give Brian Murray. So congratulations, Brian. I don't know that I've seen you on the pole in Porsche Cup. We're gonna have to sit here, and I'm gonna change my tower here for everyone. I'm gonna put pit stops for sure, if I remember. There's the pit stops. There will be a pit stop, of course. Hope everybody remembers to change their pit stop tires to wet. I think the standard, if you don't change them. I will put up race gaps and position delta, I think, for now. So that's going to come up when they start racing, and there we go. There they are.
Right, we have some good conditions.
And I'll get myself set up for a grid walk here, just for fun. Well, I can just do it like this, can't I? So again, this is Mr. Murray. I'm going to wait till they actually start racing. I'm just going to put up the standings once again for you guys while we're sitting here. Where are the standings? There they are. Standings. Yes. So yeah, there's the standings once again. Just leave that up there until those guys start racing. Oh, what else can I tell you? Yes, so this is the test track for Ferrari. Oh, how many people use it? I do know there was something in the F1 this year that they were using it mid-season, I believe, for testing. A lot of changes in F1 this year in terms of the equipment, the cars, because the pace has changed quite a bit. You noticed in F1. McLaren certainly picked that up a little bit. Yeah, there's a race this weekend, isn't there?
30 seconds.
Oh, there we go. 30 seconds for the racing to start. I will get that picture going for you. All right, 20 seconds to go. There we go. We'll transition over there. And once they get going, we'll do another grid walk.
10 seconds.
So that... oh, I have to actually get in here and say drive. There we go. Anybody on the streamer? Oh, get 5 guys. Jonathan, there you go. Hi, Jonathan. If you want to join me in the commentary booth, go right ahead. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get you on screen there, but I'd love to try. Join me in the commentary booth if you like. Yeah, damn, it's raining, Jonathan, that's for sure. How the voice, Oh, Jonathan's in the UK. Yes, he did traveling to the UK there to visit his mother. All right, so, Brian Murray. Jonathan asking, who is Brian Murray? Well, he's our leader right now. I guess he's a new name. I didn't recognize him either. John Saunders is in second place. I don't know, we don't have his livery today, but that's fine. He's still got race racing. That's his base color is white. Next is Sylvain Dessart, number 727 from Belgique. Third is Derek Bird in his, he doesn't have a Woody Woodpecker on this one. He's got the Slade Flame on his custom livery there. Thomas Rainier from, Derek is from England. That's the UK, but England. Thomas Rainier in his Martini, classic Martini livery. Mappe Kansung from Sweden in the classic Porsche standard livery. And hot and heavy there, Mr. Jeremy is a little ahead there, I think. He got ahead of the game. He's ahead of... oh, no, they're on the right. Andrew Ambro from Italy, number 515. Christer Hort in the H&M livery, beautiful red colors. I love that livery, Christer. And last but not least, from the Netherlands, Laszlo Nemeth in the famous 712 car, the only orange livery today. Usually have a lot of oranges. All right, so there we go. Let's go to Helicam. Should be coming up the last couple of corners before all the action begins, and action there will be. Action there will be. I neglected to see what the time was. Remember that I said that the 144 was the track record for the Porsche Cup. Looks like Jeremy's out of slot there on the leaderboard. And we are coming around the corner for the start finish. All right, guys, let's have a clean start. Even more important today than ever. We got a gap in the grid. Oh, there he goes. Jeremy's filling it up. Let's have a nice clean start. We're going to put on the Soleil in the third. Heavy rain. Again, the rain is going to be the same throughout this race. No change. Here we go. Nope, we're on the next corner. That's the start-finish line for another race. I don't know that the GT3 cars race on this track. I couldn't find. I saw.
Green light.
There we go. Green. We're racing. We're racing. Here we go. Nice clean start. Derek's on the outside. He's going to challenge. Looks like Sylvain's challenging for second there. And he's going to take the better of it. And there's a little bit of a change at the back. All right, so that's pretty good. Oh, somebody's off. Who is off? Sylvain went off. Let's follow Sylvain here. I'll go back 10 seconds. Oh, just missed it. Looks like that was an unforced error on Sylvain's part. So, our first victim, rain victim. So now it's Derek Bird in third place. These guys should be tiptoeing around this first lap because these tires are not going to be warm. That warm-up lap is actually not great for the wet conditions. Here our race leader here. Let's just get in the cockpit with him as my favorite spot. Just see how his steering angles are doing. Jonathan, how is the volume when I go in the cockpit? Is it too loud? Can you hear me over top of the engine? So the only change in the grid was Sylvain with that problem that he had dropped down to 9th. Let's going to see how he's going to be able to get through here. Let's just try to find somebody who's close. There we go. This is what it looks like in your cockpit when you're close to somebody. So that's not fun. See, even further down, I bet you there's a few more that are close. What are the gaps here? Find somebody with a small gap. Yeah, this is the smallest gap. So how are you going to pass somebody today? Very interesting. Great volume. Thank you very much, Jonathan. So this is going to be it for the way it looks for the whole race. So interesting. So Sylvain's already passed Christer, so he's jumped up to 8th place. We find someone. Let's catch. We can. Mappe is the closest little battle here, but not much fun watching it in that mode, is it? Let's just stay with TV cams. And looks like 550. Oh, Andrew tried something there and went off slightly. Is that going to make Sylvain is going to coming up to him now? Oh, Jeremy's off. Jeremy's off. Just see what happened there. 30-second replay for Jeremy. That is Jeremy. We're on a replay. Looks like it's going to be unforced error coming into Villeneuve. Not quite here yet. There it is. A little bit too hard on the throttle. Just touched the paint. That wasn't the cause. Well, it must be the next one. There it is. Just coming around the apex. Didn't hit the paint. That's going to cause Jeremy to drop to 9th. I think we're still in replay mode. Yes, we are. All right. Let's go back to the front here. See where we got a gap. Derek Bird is trying to catch up with John Saunders. Sylvain Dessart. Looks like Jeremy's off once again. Sylvain, a little wiggle there. He's trying to get by. Let's just see what it looks like in his cockpit when he tries to do that. He did. I'm going to go back 10 seconds in the cockpit just to see what that looked like. I didn't quite catch it there. Oh well. So Sylvain's coming up the leaderboard. He's in 6th place now. Jeremy is in the pit. I don't know if he's going to give up or not. Let's get away from this cockpit view. Who can we watch? Who can we watch? Derek still got... Oh, Krister is coming up on... Ooh, was that... That was a curse. Well, let's just go back 30 seconds and see what happened to Krister. This is going to be the action today. He's getting off. He just went off a little bit there. That wasn't very much. See if he has a bigger off. Very careful when you're on the throttle and hitting paint under your tire. Very easy to spin your tire no matter how careful you are. There, that's where he went off. Just went off. Missed his braking point. I had no traction in that braking point. I'll have to sit here and watch it for a little bit more. There we go. That's off replay mode. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Derek Bird still got a... Let's just see what it looks like for him in the cockpit. There it is. Just look at that view. Look at that view. Pretty tough to see. Even when you're 1.7 seconds behind. So it's just going to be a matter of attrition, I think. Mr. Murray has a 4-second lead way out here over John Saunders. So, yeah, it is like ice skating, Jonathan. Who else we got on the screen? Tony Menna. Yeah, Krister just missed Rivazza there. I think he just a little bit late braking, or just couldn't get any grip whatsoever. So Sylvain now is chasing Mappe Canson. So they got on this grid. Let's just see if he catches him. So Sylvain's made up 3 of his positions. That's going to be the story of the day. Can Krister, or can... looks like there was a pass there between Krister and Laszlo. I don't know if I'm going to go back and try to see that. Things are actually spread out even more than they were. Looks like Derek had a little bit of a problem, dropped a second back. Looked like Murray also had a problem. He's only up by 2 now. Oh, 4 seconds. I'm not sure why that was showing 2 seconds for a minute there. But Sylvain is chasing Mappe. That Sylvain is brave going over those curves. My name is Mike. I know Tony Mena is looking there. My name is Mike Molesky. Oh, Sylvain got a little bit of a slide there, but held on to it. Nice job. And Tony, I'm not quite sure who you are, Tony Mena. Don't recognize your name. Ah, the Spanish crazy loco guy. All right, and Juanito. It's Juanito, your screen name. We missed you last week with the pandemonium we had. Oh, looks like Sylvain is going to get Mappe. Had a little bit of a trouble here. Now he's right behind him. Let's go into his cockpit, see what it looks like. Oh, he's off to the side. So, oh yeah, just like Mappe gave it, let off a little bit there, or just a different braking point. Just a different braking point, I think. I don't think Mappe let him by. Let's just go back and watch that in replay mode. If I can see that. I think we missed it. I didn't go back far enough. Oh well, them's the brakes. And I get a 20-second replay here. I think you can put custom time in. I'm going to actually do that right now. And anyway, there we go. Sylvain is now in 5th place. He is made up 4 places from being behind by 6. Looks like Jeremy dropped out from the pit lane. And let's see what we got here. Alright, so Tony, you had some medical issues. We're glad to hear things are going better for you. Just follow with Sylvain for a while. He's jumping over those curves like crazy. Okay, we're going to go down the leaderboard here and just watch, guys. This is Mr. Brian Murray. He is our leader today. Next is John Saunders. John is in 5th place in the league, so this is he can maintain this. Sorry, there's John. Maintain this position. That's going to help him in the standings big time. Next is Derek Bird. He is in 1st place. 3rd place will stand him very good, but I don't think this race is over yet. We got lots of time, lots of corners, lots of action to come. There is Mr. Thomas Rainier coming up here. He is in 4th place, and he is closely chased, only a second behind, by Sylvain Dessart, who's trying to get back onto the podium. He's got great pace. I'm going to show you Sylvain versus Brian Murray. There we go. Last lap was 156 for Brian, 157 for Sylvain. How about Thomas? 157.9. Yeah, he's got pace on it just about everybody here. How about Saunders? 155. Holy smokes, that was a great lap. Who has? Actually, Sylvain has the best lap, 155.3, so he's capable of a lot better. That was the last lap, 155. And Saunders is 155. Murray is 155.9. So there could be some changes here. If they can get good laps in. Look at that. Sylvain is in 5th place. He's got the fastest lap by far. Let's just take a quick peek in the cockpit. See how Sylvain does. Whoa, looks like Thomas went wide. That's going to give Sylvain a chance, and he knows it. Oh, he's going to pass easily with that on that exit. Thomas had big time problems, and that was an easy pass for Sylvain, who's in 4th place. Great job. Driver of the day for sure so far. Where did I miss off here? There's Mappe in 6th place. Andrew Ambro in 7th. Laszlo Nemeth in 8th. Not very far behind is Krister. So let's just watch that one. That one will be a bit of a challenge soon. Where will we go? Let's go to Derek for now. And Sylvain will be chasing him down. He's a long way back. 6.5 seconds. But Derek can see John Saunders. So he is... let's just see what John Saunders, how far ahead. I always like to say, there he can see the leader. So he will be trying his best to close that gap. 3 seconds right now. Let's go back to the closest. The closest right now is Krister. Krister was saying that it's a little bit easier if you race on your bonnet camera. I don't think too many of us in the league race on the bonnet. Some people do, but I don't know of anybody who does. Krister may be doing that today. I tried it out this morning, and it does take a little bit of practice. Your view of the track is quite a bit different, so you'll practice it a little bit. I may just do that in my race tomorrow. Okay, what else is going on here? Pit stops are going to be interesting, possibly. But I suspected this is what was going to happen. We were going to get a nice large spread, and people will just... let me get out of this view here. People will just play their game here and just try to get some points. And what happened to Thomas? For some reason it goes white. I think that means something coming up. Thomas is very close to... Oh, Kansung is very close to him. So that must be what the white means. I'm not sure if white means you... anyway, I don't know what it means when the tower goes white. White flag. Here's a good battle. Something happened here between these two. Looks like it was probably Thomas had a bit of an issue. And now we are following along with these two. Let's go to the wing cam on Thomas's car. A nice view. Just looking at their best. Oh, looks like Krister went off, so that's going to ruin his challenge for 8th place there. Best time here for Thomas is 1:57. And the best time for Mappe is 1:50. Oh, both almost exactly the same. But yes, the last lap Thomas was 2 minutes, so he lost 3 seconds there. That's why Mappe was able to get up close to him. So now he's being pressured. Being pressured by Mappe. Thanks for the little challenge here for us to watch. So now he's going to get pressured, even more difficult to race this track when you're under pressure. Yeah, I'll try helicam for a bit on Thomas. Just can't quite see Mappe behind him on the helicam. But Thomas is doing okay. He's a second and a half. That's very close, though. Any little hiccup, and Mappe will be right on top of him. And look at those position deltas there. Oh, look at Mappe's coming back. I know Thomas had a little problem. I wasn't watching for a second. Let's get on board here with Mappe. Get him following. Oh, nice break point. I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it. Looked like he had a little bit more of a late break than he usually does. Looked like he went off to the side also so he can see something. But look at those position deltas, almost all the same. Even Sylvain is in 4th place. He was in 3rd place qualifying, but not much change in the qualification standings, although there's been quite a bit of change in the race. So it's 34 minutes left. I wonder when we're going to have pit stops. See you, Tony is off for dinner. Tony is in South America somewhere, I remember. Pretty close to our time slot here in Canada, in Western Canada. I'm sitting at 12:30 p.m. No, a.m. 1 p.m. Our races start at noon exactly in Western Canada, 2 o'clock Eastern Canada, and I know it's 6 p.m., 7 p.m. in Europe. And in the middle of the night almost, but very, very early morning for our friends in Australia and New Zealand, whom we have 2 or 3 guys who are... Whoa, looks like Mappe went wide there. Didn't look like it hurt him too much. Went onto the paint. No, it did hurt him quite a bit. No, it didn't. He's still in the 1.5 second mark, but just let this play out because everybody else is pretty strung out. So yes, we did it again. Mappe's pushing pretty hard. That's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him a little bit. Lost a third of a second. Gives Thomas a little bit of breathing room. And look at this. Mr. Sylvain Dessard, he was down by 6 or 7 seconds. He's only down by 3 seconds, and now he's going to have a view of. Who's ahead of him? Derek Bird. So this is going to be something a little later, I am sure. Because let's look at our lap times. He has got the fastest lap of the race, and he is maintaining that. Derek Bird's last lap was 157.3. And Sylvain's was 155.8. So there you go. Derek lost a little bit there, and his best lap is actually 155.1. So Sylvain's got pace on him. This could get juicy a little bit later. Will definitely get juicy. After that, John Saunders and Brian Murphy are lapping in the 155.5. So be a little bit harder for him to catch up there. Looks like Sylvain, he lost a little bit on that lap. Has the gap gone up a little bit? No, it's on the 3 second mark. I may be able to look at people's. No. No. Just taking a look here to see if I had the ability to. What's my phone? I'm not gonna answer that. That is a. What's going on here, Sylvain? Oh, he had a really bad move. You guys were watching that. I wasn't. So he lost something there, I'm sure. He went over that chicane sausages quite heavily. Coming around the Rivaza. And see, he just slides through. He's got that cup car just sliding through corners. He didn't lose too much. He's still only behind by 3.3. And look at that now. We only have, I missed somebody passing someone. We only have Sylvain that's out of slot by more than one. Everybody else has gained a position. Well, they gained a position. Some of them gained because of Jeremy leaving. It's probably what that extra gain is. So everybody's pretty much where they qualified. So let's just compare Sylvain with Derek. So, well, that was not a fair comparison, I think, because Sylvain had a bad last lap. And Derek's was 158.55.8. That's pretty close to. That was his fastest lap of the race. Nice job. That's why it's green, I think. The fastest first and second sector. But Sylvain's definitely got pace on Derek, so that's going to be a battle for sure. For sure. He's going to catch up to him at some point. Who have we not given some airtime to? Andrews hasn't had much airtime. Let's just follow him around for a while. And then you go to. I guess I got to put the pit stops back up. There we go. Nobody has made a pit stop yet. That's what that little yellow one means. I'm getting pretty close. We're 4 minutes away from halfway through the race. Ooh, Sylvain gained another second there on Derek. Wonder if he's going to have a chance to catch up with him before pit stops. Now, pit stops, I wonder how these wet tires actually wear or not. Interesting. I don't know. I think it's mandatory tires, so you don't save anything by not changing tires. But I wonder if they deteriorate a little bit during this race. I know our races are not very long, so we don't see too much tire wear. Maybe next year we should throw in a 50-minute race with no tire change. What do you guys think of that? No tire change so that tire wear comes into the picture for your strategy. Might be something to think about. We're only on our 4th race here, so we've got lots of racing left to go in the season. But administrators are always on the lookout for what you guys want to do for next year. So please tell us. There's a suggestion channel in the in the Discord. So a little bit of a lag time here. Oh, so it looks like Kangsung is catching up to Thomas also. He's only 2 seconds behind. But let's just talk about our sponsors. Sim3D, fine purveyors of simulation equipment. Pedals, not pedals. I don't think they make a pedal. I think they make a shifter, and but they do make a pedal butt kicker type product. It's very popular. Syndeo, voice over internet protocol experts. And last but not least, I think I leave them to last all the time, Castle and Cauldron, fine makers of event, I was going to say gadgetry, but event stuff that they sell at various shows nearby, like artist shows. And also, I know that I think it's Stephen Buckley. If I'm mistaken, I'm very, very sorry. But Stephen does some wood turning of wands, magic wands. And I know he said he got a delivery of some exotic woods last week. So there'll be some interesting ones coming up soon. And our first pit stop, Mappe Kansung, is trying a little bit of an undercut. Well, it's halfway through the race. That's not really an undercut. But Sylvain now is only 1.8 seconds behind Mr. Bird. Let's just see what it looks like for... I don't even see Mr. Bird. Where is Mr. Bird? Why don't we see him? Oh, things are not on Sylvain. There we go. That is Sylvain. Okay, so this is what we see. I'm going to put it on the bonnet here and just see if it makes a bit of a difference. You guys can tell also, I think it makes a difference to the rooster tail, and make your own judgment as to whether you want to race this way. Not sure it's a huge advantage, but those of you listening, for tomorrow's race, you can put it on rain lights. Whoa, Sylvain's really making up time there. Let's go to the TV screen. You can put lights on the back. That would help the views for everyone. Doesn't look like Sylvain has any lights on. Derek has lights on. Apparently there's rain lights that show at the back. So it looks like Mappe's out. It looks like, okay, Sylvain decided to go in. He's got held up a little bit by Krister there ahead of him. He won't be happy about that. So Sylvain decided to undercut John. So I'm sure, let's go with John here. Oh, John is in the pits also. I got John, no. Oh, that's why Sylvain went in, because John went in. So that was a very quick decision on Sylvain's part. That's not an undercut, that was a strategy. So it looks like these three guys are all in the same pit boxes. So John should be out first. And Sylvain got a little bit of a problem there, because Krister had started in the pits. Who else? Thomas Rainier's in the pits. Bumping everybody up. There goes John Saunders, I think. Nope. There's John going. Let's see how far behind he is from Sylvain. Not very far at all. So there's not too much damage done there in the sense of the strategies. Maybe even Sylvain got a little bit better pit stop. Let's just see how far they come out from each other. There we go. 1.3 seconds. That is exact. 1 second, 0.9. That's pretty close to where they went in. So John's going to be under some pressure here. Both have. Look at that. Sylvain goes by him. Great grip in that corner for Sylvain, and he passed John Saunders. John on the cold tires just could not handle it. John is off. John went into the pits. What happened? Oh, that is not so good. I'm going to go back a whole 30 seconds here and show you that. Helican. John just went off to the side. We just lost traction. I know John's been having trouble with his steering wheel. And just look at that. He just stops for no reason. And he's in the pits. John, if you can tell me what went on in the, if you come onto the YouTube, please do tell me what happened, because that is huge. Sylvain Dessard now will probably be in third place once we, Sylvain Dessard there, will be in third place once all the pit stops are done. So our leader is in the pit, Mr. Murray. So we will have to watch him. Okay, we'll watch him. I will put the pit stop times up a little bit later. And so there is Mr. Murray. He is off and running. And here is Mr. Bird, who is in second place. Let's see if he pits next. Where is he? And is he about halfway through his lap? I'm sure he saw that Derek went in. Ooh, that was Krister. That just went off slightly. Krister's having a rough time. He is in 9th place still. I know he's going to stick with it just to get some points. Ooh, Derek really did a cut there. I don't know if his normal pattern. He's coming down through the chicane, coming through Rivaza. Is that, did I remember that correctly? Is the next turn? Yes, there we go. This announcer's finally getting his act together. Going through Rivaza. And let's just see if he goes into the pits to prevent that undercut from Mr. Murray. Or overcut. There he goes. I figured that's what would happen. All right. So Mr. Murray is in first place. Not on the board, but those two guys ahead of him, Derek and Andrew, are still have to finish their pit stops anyway. And we'll see where Sylvain is not showing. Sylvain was in the pits. Why is it not showing that he had a pit stop? I hope he got a valid pit stop there. For some reason, I am still showing. I'm going to get rid of that pit stop number and go back in again. For some reason, Sylvain did not register on the tower as having a pit stop. I am hoping that's not because of something happened. I know that's happened to me once before. Not putting, you have to put at least 1 gallon of fuel in, or it does not register as a pit stop. Let's see if Derek is on the move yet. He should be on the move very soon. Ambro, there we go, Mr. Derek Bird. Let's see where he is going to come out with respect to Brian Murray. Where is Murray? Just going by the start-finish line. So there's Derek. He's not out of the pits yet. There's Derek there, just coming out, and he is out there. And where is he compared to? It's showing Sylvain in fourth. No, that's correct. Is that correct? See, Sylvain is not showing having registered for a pit stop. I was certain I saw him in there. Maybe not. Sylvain. I keep calling him Sylvain. It should be Sylvain. Sorry. First name Sylvain. His last name is Dessal. Look up ahead here. We've got 3 cars all close together. Who are those cars? 515. That's Andrew Ambro. Laszlo. And that should be Sylvain there behind him. So Sylvain is not really racing these guys, I do not believe, unless that tower is correct. So they just went by Laszlo. Now will be chasing down Andrew Ambro. Derek Bird is not very far behind. There's Bird there. Sylvain trying to trace down at the moment Andrew. But Andrew has not pitted yet. There's Andrew. He is coming around. Let's just see if he pits this time. Otherwise, Sylvain's got to get by him. There he goes. He has gone into the pits. So it looks like Sylvain is in second place here. And if I'm not mistaken, he has completed his pit stop, so he should be okay there. So just see the way he just holds on to that Porsche Cup coming around those corners. Beautifully. So Murray is still ahead. Mr. Murray, let's just do a starting grid. Mr. Murray is still ahead by 8 seconds. We got Andrew. No, that's his. Sorry, I thought Andrew had got a yellow flag there. That's just him going into the pits. Sylvain in second. Derek Bird in third. Laszlo in fourth. Mappe in fifth. Thomas Rainier in sixth. Andrew's in the pits. Mr. Hortz is hanging in there. John Saunders is in the pits. So he probably had another failure of his equipment. That is just disheartening for him. He's had issues like that quite a bit. This is our leader, Mr. Murray, in that yellow classic standard Porsche livery. Now, Jonathan Wood did not recognize his name. I don't really recognize him. I think I've seen him before. But, man, he's got this Porsche Cup, right? If he is new to eSeniors, welcome. Sort of welcome. I don't know if the leaders are going to like having another hot shot in the grid, but he certainly have in the wet. He's got this Porsche Cup mastered. And I'm hoping that Sylvain is in second place by 7 seconds, and that he does not have trouble with pit stop issues. Now Laszlo is probably correctly not. There he goes. He is now in the pits. There he goes. So I'm going to show you the pit stop times right now. On here. Last stop length. So there are the stop lengths. So Murray was 76 seconds in the pits. Not in the pits, but from stop to stop time is what it's called. I think it's from pit entry to pit exit. Sylvain had a great time of 71.7. Derek had a little bit tougher time, 75. So Sylvain passed him, I think, in that with that 4 second difference in the pits. And Mappe 77. So everybody was in the 75 plus mark, except for Sylvain Dessard, who had a 72 basically, and he was hampered a little bit by Krister going into the pits. Now, the trouble is, did he gain that 5 seconds because he did not put any fuel in? And that's why it's showing that he still has to pit. So that's some intrigue here for the stream, that we're going to see if Sylvain, what it will show, I believe, if he did not complete his pit stop, is when the pit closes, he will get a DQ, if I'm not mistaken. So that would not be good. That would not be good for Sylvain. And I know he streams, live streams races, so if he is live streaming this race, there might be some colorful language on that stream because of that. So who are we following here? We're following Mr. Murray. Let's just go down our stream again. This is Mr. Bird. Oh, so yes, that is the issue. Either Sylvain did not pit before, which I think he did because it's showing a stop. Somehow, some way, he did not register. So he's now in the pit lane, and that is going to drop him quite a bit again. I am sure I saw him in the pits before, so this is a big issue. And again, it shows a pit stop on that board too of 71 seconds. So my goodness, he either didn't change tires in his pit strategy or he did not take on any fuel. All right, so Somebody else, John. Yes, I think. John's back out. John's back out. He's way behind. A couple of laps behind probably, but he's out there getting his laps in. We lost somebody else. There's only 8 drivers right now. I'm not quite sure who the other person was. But way to go, John. Here we are in your pristine white Porsche Cup car. So we'll get to see where Sylvain Dessart's coming out now. He is coming out in 4th place, it looks like. That was a long pit stop. See, look at that, 78 seconds. So he took on something there, whether it was fuel or his tires. It was actually quite long compared to everybody else. Maybe not, no, not really quite long. It's just Derek had a great time, 75. So let's just recap here now. Our leaderboard is Murray, Bird, and Kansung. So the gaps are quite far in between all these people. So we'll jinx somebody here. I'm gonna put, who's our closest rival here? That's Derek Bird on Murray. Very close gaps. So those are the race gaps we're showing. And we put the position delta back up here. So look at that. Yeah, Saunders is 3 laps down. He's just fooling around here by racing. Sylvain now is 39 seconds behind a podium finish. Mappe is the biggest gainer here for a podium anyway. 4 positions up there. That's nice. Nice to see you on the leaderboard. I'm just gonna do something here. So you guys just watch as I'm need to do something for a second. Okay, I'm back. That wasn't a break, that was just something for me to set up at the end of the race. So I'm back, and looks like this is going to be the grid unless somebody makes a significant mistake. Well, so let's just go down our board once again and watch some people. Let's watch Brian. Let's just watch full laps from a few people, or most of a lap. There's Brian Murphy. Brian Murphy. Jeez, that's a voice from my past. Brian Murray. Not a voice, but a name from my past. And there is him coming through. Acqua Minerale. And we will watch the different people go through Acqua Minerale. Next is Derek Bird. There's Derek Bird. It's a nice view from this TV cam. Let's see what the other cam looks like. Next up is Mappe. He's just coming around Tosa first. Again, let's just watch him coming through Acqua Minerale. A little bit of a bump there. On that long right-hander, you got to keep your speed up. Here he comes in. Well, nicely done. Don't want to hit the paint there. Make sure you don't overcook it coming out of here. There we go. Next is Mr. Sylvain Dessart, who has our fastest lap. And the fastest last lap. Not quite. Here he comes. Whoa, just lost it there. Woo! Let's take a quick peek at that in a second. He just lost it for a second. No, I'm not going to bother. But his back end just flew out. So he's pushing pretty hard. I don't know if he's going to make a 35-second gap there, but he may want to hang on a little bit to stay in fourth, because if he has a spin, Laszlo's not that far behind. 18 seconds. A spin would put him into fourth place for sure. And let's just follow Laszlo here. There's Laszlo going through Acqua Minerale. And Krister is still hanging in there. Just hanging in there. He's just coming up to past Acqua Minerale. And Rivazza. There's Rivazza. Oh, that was announcer's curse. He had trouble with Rivazza before. I think he's got to be a little less optimistic on his braking point. And last but not least, here is Mr. Saunders going through Acqua Minerale. All right. There we go. Let me just recap some best laps here. So, best lap of the race, Sylvain Dessart, 155.7. Let's follow our... While I go through this, I'll follow our leader. So I'll give our leader the time that he deserves. Next is, for best lap in the race, next one will be John Saunders, 155.4. So if he had been able to hang in there with his equipment, I believe, he would have got a nice... his best lap was 155.4. Whereas Sylvain's was 155.7. Now, why does he not have the best lap of the race? That could be not a valid lap. That's possible. Anyway, next would be Mr. Derek Bird at 156.1, followed by Brian Murphy, our leader, at 156. Murray, sorry, at 156.2. Next would be Mappe Kansung at 156.7. Next is Laszlo, 159.1, big gap there. And then Krister in the back end. Krister has a better lap than Laszlo. 158 flat. Laszlo's with 59. So Krister, if he had kept it on track, should have been ahead of
Pit window is now closed.
Laszlo. There goes the pit windows closed. So I think now it's just a matter of everybody just being able to finish the race. I have got to run really quickly, so I'm going to run for a golf game in about an hour. I'm going to get out there, so I'm going to have to do a very quick interview. If these people, I don't know if Brian Murray knows that he can get as the leader and possible first place finisher. Happy Hour Motorsports. Is that John Saunders? He says, I blew up. Not quite sure what that means in terms of blowing up, but if that is indeed John, I'm just looking at his nickname there in the chat and YouTube. It's I'm not sure if it's Happy Hour Motorsports or not. Yeah, that's what I'm asking too, Jonathan. Did he break the motor? Yep. How is he answering so fast? Has he got a voice type? Oh, it's Thomas Rainier. So you blew the engine. How the heck did that happen? Yeah, Jonathan says, I blew an engine in GT4. It looks like John Saunders is back in the pits, giving up. All right, let's watch Derek for a bit. He's only 13 seconds behind. In the unlikely event that Brian Murray makes a mistake, Derek could jump in. So let's just take a think here as to what this does to the standings. Well, Derek in second place will maintain his lead in the league. Mappe is not in the top 5. Mr. Murray, we know, is not in the top 5. Laszlo is not in the top 5. And neither is Krister. Now, if John Saunders hangs in there and stays in the pits, he'll get some points. He is in 5th place, so Thomas gets... I'm not sure how the scoring works if you retire. If you retire, you still get points. But Saunders was in... not Saunders, but Thomas was in 4th. So Sylvain in 4th will maintain. He will probably jump ahead of Jonathan. Jonathan is not going to be able to race for the next couple of weeks, so he'll drop down. So that's probably going to leave us next week with Derek, Sylvain, and possibly John Saunders as our top 3. 2 minutes left in the race. Derek's still pushing pretty hard. Let's just look and see how hard he's working in his cockpit with his steering inputs. As you all know, I love watching this. And he's being very careful. A little bit of a wiggle there, or correction. Down into Tosa. Pretty close to the apex there. We'll give him that one. And here we come up to Bratella. Hit the apex there, a little wiggle there. Hit the apex again. Let's see how long this waits for this braking point. Boom, there it is. Into Acqua Minerale. Slam on the brakes again. Be very careful on the throttle on that paint. And there he goes. Now into the chicane. Kiss that curb again. Careful of the paint. Careful of the paint tomorrow, you guys, with GT3 cars. They're going to spin like heck on the paint. And he lets off on that crest. This is what I do also, that you can lose traction on that crest. Rivas is fairly close. Alright, leader is on the final lap. Let's just follow the leader. Follow the leader. A little bit of traffic up ahead. That's Krister up ahead. I'll recognize his livery. So he is 13 seconds up on Derek. So he is just going to try to, I think, maintain his pace. Got a nice long lead. Let's go to the TV cam here. And there is our leader. Podium finish. First podium finish for him. And we hopefully will get him in the interview room and talk to Mr. Murray and find out who he is. He's racing in the Porsche Cup. I'm pretty sure I've seen his name before, but not in the Porsche Cup. We'll get the whole lowdown hopefully during the interview. And if not, we'll for sure talk with Mr. Bird. He usually sticks around. Rivaza for the last time, and we're gonna get a nice view of Mr. Brian Murray winning the IMOLA Porsche Cup. Here he goes. There's the checkered flags for him. There's some light flashing. Nice going, Brian. Derek Bird coming through here. And we will get the checkered flag. There we go. No flashing from him. Yes, we did get some flashing from him. Way to go, Derek, in second place. And last, third place, Mappe Canson going through Valiet. He's way back there. So I'm going to just jump in. I got to run fast, so I am going to jump in quickly to see if I can interview these guys. And there is our leaderboard, on our podium, I should say. Let's see, Mr. Murray is there. There's Mr. Murphy, and I don't think Mappy's finished yet, so we'll just wait for him a little bit. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Mike.
I'm hoping that I'm going to get you guys. Somebody say hello really loud.
Hello.
Oh, good. We're getting that on the external. So there's Mappy. I'm going to drag him in. Well, Mr. Brian Murphy, who are you?
54 from Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland, all right. So that you got a UK flag too, probably in the stream. Well, good for you. It's not you've raced with us before, haven't you?
No, I did the first race on Monday, the sprint race. Yes.
Oh, did you? No, okay. So you're definitely new. So great job with the Porsche Cup car. Is this a car that you like?
I was amazed I stayed on the track. Honestly, the first stint was fantastic, but my second stint I could not get a rhythm.
But hey, buddy, podium. You were
I'm over the moon.
you were podium on the qualified podium also. So great job.
Yeah, that was unexpected, very unexpected.
Well,
Thanks to Derek to telling me on Monday to keep at it. It'll come.
Well,
It certainly did.
yeah, Derek. That was something else too, wasn't it? This is a fun race. I don't know how much you like racing in the rain.
Well, I enjoy it. Yeah.
Do you? Okay, you're one of those
It's
guys.
a big challenge. Yeah. Yes, I like a challenge.
Good for you. Good for you. It's it is a challenge in this Cup car too. And Mappy, how was your race today? Mappy, can you hear me? You're on mute. You're not on mute, but maybe he's not actually on his screen. But yeah, there was some excitement there. Sylvain had some trouble. John had some trouble. We even had who was it? Thomas Rainier blew an engine. Believe it or not.
No way.
That's what he says. That's what he says. John, I think, had some equipment problems. So John Saunders, yeah.
John put on slicks on his pit stop. That ruined his race.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! And it looks like, if I followed the stream properly, Sylvain Dessart did not register his first pit stop. So he either didn't put fuel in, didn't change tires or something. Because I was
Probably
sure
his
I
tyre,
saw him.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah. But it pitted again, and it didn't register again, did it? It pitted the
No,
second time.
yeah,
in
the
front of
second
me.
one did register. Yeah, the second one did.
Did it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it didn't show it on my leaderboard.
Because he was
It's still good.
he was
Yeah.
screaming up the board after his first spin while he went.
Yeah.
From, yeah. So good.
Well, so much wrong there. It still says on the leaderboard he's got 130-second penalty as well.
Oh, something happened then.
So
Okay.
there's a glitch somewhere then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, Brian, welcome to the group. Are you gonna be racing on
well done,
Saturday?
Brian.
Are you gonna race on Saturday?
Thank you. No, I didn't start the championship, so I'll not join.
Oh, okay. Well, have a chat with some admin. Maybe we'll let you in because I don't think we're getting a full.
I appreciate that, but I like to have a few beers on a Saturday night.
Okay. Well, good for you. I got to run, so that's it for the interview. Congratulations to our first-time winner. And
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, great job, Derek. Also.
Yeah, grateful on that. Enjoyed it.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, well done, Derek. Well done.
Yeah, well done, Brian. Yeah, really good pace.
Well done, Mappy.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, thank you.